So, for those of you that have been living under a rock, today it was confirmed that the Snyder Cut is a thing, it's real, and it's coming next year. And not only that, it's not even a movie. It's like a 6-part miniseries, a part of this HBO Max thing, which is WB's streaming platform. It's like Disney Plus, whatever. So, now, would anyone buy this streaming platform if it wasn't for the Snyder Cut? No, which is why this is actually quite smart. I mean, really, it is. But I want to get down to really what's at the heart of this. So I think that there's two angles of this. One, I feel like this is not the victory that some people in the Snyder Cut fandom want it to be, because there was a decent amount of harassment that was happening. And I know I'm one to talk. Like, I spam hashtags online to try to get new Batman games. I do that. However, I want to be real. There was some questionable behavior going on as it pertained to people within the Snyder Cut community. I didn't see anything particularly heinous. I didn't see death threats, although people claim that's what happened. I don't know. It's just a little bit like there were people that were very, very pushy, very aggressive, and tweeted at people for years and years. And they've kind of succumbed to the pressure, it seemed. And I think that it's both a good thing and a bad thing. Like, it's good that you can mobilize as fans and really get something that you want to see. Is this movie going to be better than Joss Whedon's version of Justice League? Absolutely. Joss Whedon is a hack. He's an idiot. He's a terrible director. And the movie, it's worse because he directed it over Snyder, 1000%. I mean, the music in the beginning, of course, this is Justice League. This is supposed to be badass. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be action-packed. He starts with this song, and it's like, everybody knows. Like, that's the song, and it's about how the rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. It's like, oh, pity me. It's this sad song with this female vocalist. It's terrible. So he doesn't understand. I mean, that's why he directed Age of Ultron, which is the worst Marvel movie, at least top 3 worst Marvel movies. So he sucks. He's a hack. Is this going to be better than that? Yeah. At least Zack Snyder has a lot of things going for him. Zack Snyder is a strong visual director. So this movie will be more visually engaging than all the BS, like where Superman throws Batman away and the cape goes in the wrong direction. Like, shit like that is so embarrassing. He's a hack. Now, some people say Zack Snyder's a hack. That's your opinion. I think that he's really, really good when it comes to visual directing, and also he always says Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer's the greatest composer of all time. And Hans Zimmer's work in his films is so good. Even the small things in BVS. Like, when Superman has taken Doomsday into space and the music swells, that's really good. When Superman leaves Krypton, Kal-El, I should say, leaves Krypton as the planet is exploding, that music is really good. All the music in Man of Steel is fantastic. BVS, the Junkie XL influences sometimes get a little bit over the top with the electric guitar riffs and shit like that, but really, he did a fantastic job. Hans Zimmer did a great job on this whole DCEU, and Zack Snyder on the whole did an okay job. The fatal flaw and mistake that Zack Snyder made is that he assumed that he was going to get all these films down the line. And as we saw, that's not a guarantee. Like, there was no guarantee that he was going to get to do Justice League 2. So the fact that we even have Steppenwolf is a representation of that excessive patience, where it's like, we want to save the best for the last, and you don't want to do that anymore. That's the way we used to do it. Is we used to have trilogies for superheroes, and you save the best villain for the second film or the third film. That's what Chris Nolan did and others. But now we're seeing that you get put on the chopping block instantly if your film doesn't make $1 billion. And as a result, you really need to be careful about that and be cognizant and make the best content as quickly as possible and not take for granted the weapons that you have. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. It's a mixed victory because people, in order to get it, you really had to harass Warner Brothers for years, and people tweeted every single tweet. I saw people would die, like WB actors that were lifelong WB actors, people would die, and all I would see in the comments was, release the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut. Like, that's not classy. That's not in good taste. I would like to think that myself and Arkham fans don't do that. But it's a little bit questionable there. I don't know that it's fully the victory that people entail, because you kind of just whined and cried for years and eventually they caved to you. So I don't know. Maybe that's what Arkham is doing. Who knows? I don't know. So maybe that's what works. Maybe we should be doing more of that. Maybe we should whine and cry more and we get what we want. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't really know. I'm kind of torn on it. I think that's kind of where I'm at with that. On the whole though, I'm excited to see this. I mean, we're going to see more dark side stuff. That's what we wanted to see in the first one. And Joss Whedon, being the hack that he is, he doesn't understand this stuff. So he removed dark side. He removed all the interesting parts that we wanted to see and added the Flash like falling on Wonder Woman's, breasts, and like it's just so stupid. He's a hack. He sucks. And he tried to turn Justice League into a Marvel movie. And yeah, it flopped at the box office, $600 million, no excitement. There's excitement for this. People are going to watch this a lot. People are going to be really into this. People are going to be theorizing online about, oh, what's in the Snyder Cut? What is he doing? What's up with Darkseid? And especially now if he's adding scenes. Now, this is the question though. Is he going to be able to get Ben Affleck back? Not really. So the scenes that he's going to be adding into this series are more going to be filler scenes that sort of supplement the film. So we're going to see Darkseid more. We're going to see Apocalypse more. We're going to see Steppenwolf more. The relationship between Steppenwolf and Darkseid. That will be good. If you introduce Darkseid along with Steppenwolf, that's fine. But to just have Steppenwolf on his own, that's absurd. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. I mean, including Steppenwolf and Darkseid in there and really capitalizing off of that. I think that sounds great to me. I think more scenes, deleted scenes with the full cast. Maybe you could get a couple people back and reshoot stuff. Ben Affleck, I don't think would be interested, and probably a couple other actors would not be interested. But some of them would. Some of them would want to reprise their role, and this could really kickstart the DCU. This is where it gets exciting. Is like you're looking at it just from the perspective of what this film can do. Think about it in the longer term. What if this film is great? What if the 6-part series blows out of the water, right? And it's like Watchmen level greatness, okay? We're all in on this shit. That's possible. And what that could do is totally and completely and radically change the future of the DCU, and then Zack Snyder could come back and direct more movies. So it's a lot weighs on him here because he had his chance. He kind of blew it. I mean, he made a lot of money for Warner Brothers, but they weren't, I don't think they were really happy with with the product they had. So it's really tough to say what they're going to do, but if this does well, then they certainly could consider putting him on future films. And Zack Snyder needs to evolve as a filmmaker. He needs better writers. Chris Terrio, I thought he was really good, but now it seems like he wrote The Rise of Skywalker and other movies, and I'm questioning his talent. So he was also the writer on BVS, if I recall. So he needs a really good writer. I don't know who he needs, but he needs like a legendary writer, because the dude evidently can't really write that great of a story. I mean, BVS has an okay story, but there's a lot that could be taken out. It's very bloated. The bullet in the desert was very weird. And then the tension and conflict between Batman and Superman was a bit rushed. Yeah, I think he could have some improvements there. Otherwise, very excited for the film. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section below. What are you thinking about the Snyder Cut? Let me know, once again, your thoughts in the comment section below. My name is Slick Moff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.